Welcome to the Sabrosa Podcast, your underground hub.
Welcome to the Sabrosa Podcast. We're here with Breez 201 in the motherfucking house.
What up?
Yo, thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
Fashionably late, but you're here.
But it's fashionably.
Yeah, it's okay. Gotta get the fit proper, the vibe proper, or else.
I was late. I was in the gym.
It's okay. I went to the gym today too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I've been going to the gym because
It's healthy for you.
yeah, it's good for you. I've been feeling good.
I lost a quick 20 in like 3 weeks.
What? That's good.
Thank
Congratulations.
you very much. I'm trying to get right. You know what I'm saying? I can't be out here looking fat and sloppy.
Yo, health is wealth, yo.
That's
For
right.
real.
That's right.
Yo, that's what's up. I went to the gym today too. Brian early got it out the way. All right, so guys, we're here with Breez 201. We're here just to talk music, to talk about his career, not only as an artist, you know, as an entrepreneur and everything that he has going on. So, first of all, thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
Welcome. And let's just get right into it. So, you've been rapping for quite some time,
Yes.
like over a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
About
you've
13.
been outside with it.
For a long time.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about like the history of why you got into music. Like what made you start rapping?
Got kicked out of school.
You got kicked out of school?
Yeah.
Damn, what happened?
Long story, but I got sent home my senior year with like 40 credits left to graduate type shit.
Yeah.
And I came home and my boys was just rapping and shit like that. One day they was like, yo, let's make a mixtape. And
Another
that's kind of like how it started.
Yeah. So you made like a mixtape in
Yeah,
like
I
your
made a
boy's house?
mixtape with like 5 of my boys, and then from there I just kept rapping and shit like that. And
And then we're here.
yeah.
Where your name came from? Because I know 201 because Hudson County.
Well, my name is not technically Breez 201. My name is Breez. The
Okay.
201 come from obviously the area and my Instagram, but my name comes from my abbreviation because they used to call me HB before because of my name, because my government name. So that it started as HB, then it turned into H Breezy, and then Chris Brown ended up being Chris Breezy. So I had to make a name change, and I stuck to Breez, and I took the E off the end, and I just left it like that.
So now it's just Breez.
Yeah,
Okay. That's what you go by.
yeah.
Breez. I bet. So how'd you come up with that name though?
Because they used to call in high school. They used to call me H Breezy because I was fast.
Oh.
So that's where the HB because of my initials, and so they called me H Breezy. And like I said, the whole
And you went to Union Hill, right?
yeah, at Emerson.
And you used to play hella basketball.
Yeah, it's funny because somebody just tweeted me a picture of my senior year as a throwback Thursday.
Really? What year did you graduate, if you don't mind me asking?
That's too much information.
Oh, okay. But you used to be you was like outside playing ball. Like you was like state champion. Like you
Nah,
played in
I ain't get a
tournaments,
state
right?
title, but I was an All-American, All-State,
All-American,
All-County,
All-State,
all of that shit.
Another one.
So that's big. You scored 100 points, right? Like
Nah, I scored
easy?
I scored
1,000 points in high
I scored
school?
1,000 in high school. My high was like 53 in high school. I did a lot of shit. I was a McDonald's All-American nominee.
Would you say that? Can I say your name?
Yeah.
Would you say that Harold is like that? Harold was different from like the Harold that became a rapper at that age. Like, would you say that?
Yeah.
Or you?
Totally. I was in a completely different mind state. I was an athlete at the time.
Because how? Like, I can only imagine because in what year was this? Like before 2010, let's just say.
Yeah.
All right. So during this time, you know, getting a college education and like going to college and like getting into this student debt, or in your case, you could get like a full ride, right? So you had like that. So that must have been crazy, like that pressure.
Yeah, I mean, in my case, I wasn't very academically sound, so to say, because athletes that let you get away with murder and shit like that.
I was just gonna say, like, okay, they say that you guys have to have A's and B's, but not really.
Nah, as long as you're eligible to play, they don't give a fuck at the end of the day.
And if you're good,
And
they
if you're
really
good,
don't
it
give
makes
a
it
fuck.
even better. Like, I spent half my time at the AD's office eating McDonald's type shit. Like, but at the end of the day, like, academically, I wasn't where I was supposed to be to get into a lot of big colleges, which ended up sending me the junior college route. I went to school out here in Jersey, in Brookdale, down South Jersey for a year, transferred out of there, and I was in Kansas for 2 years before I actually lost my scholarship and came back home.
Shit.
So I was damn near 2 steps from playing on ESPN every night and shit like that. I worked out with 2 NBA teams right before I went to Kansas, shit like that. So being outside kind of fucked up a lot for me.
Yeah, because it was almost like you were living in 2 worlds.
Yeah.
Two different. Did you feel like you had to have two different personas per se?
I wouldn't say no 2 different personas. I was the same person. It's just circumstances that force you to do certain shit that you don't want to do, but it's circumstantial. You got to do it to take care of your family and survive and shit like that.
Yeah.
I was just put in a unfortunate predicament that I was out in Kansas and my coach got fired and I lost my scholarship. So I ain't find out I wasn't getting my shit back till the day I was coming home. So that kind of fucked me up. So to the point where I came home and I just started running around outside. I was in the street.
Yeah.
You already know, out late, partying, drinking, smoking. I wasn't staying active and staying in shape, selling drugs, all type of shit. So it's like that led me into a downward spiral where after I came back from Kansas, I was home for a year and a half before I ended up going to school out in Ramapo. And ultimately, when I went to Ramapo, that shit was a shit show because I ain't end up playing ball up there, and all I was doing was selling drugs on campus for a year and a half.
It was crazy out there?
Yeah, it was wild, crazy. Like, I was making so much money, I was like, fuck, I ain't want to play ball.
You were like, fuck it, I'm going to get to the bag.
Yeah, I'm getting to the bag up here. I'm selling .4s for $20 to these.
But what do you think changed for you? Because, I mean, I do know, like, when you were 12 years old, you went to Disney World, you saw a game with Kevin Garnett in it. Like, you were like this kid that just looked up to be a basketball player. That's kind of what started your whole thing. You correct me if I'm wrong. Kind of do my homework.
Yeah, you did your
and
homework.
I just feel like what changed? Like, what changed from that Harold, to the one that's like, yo, fuck it, I'm going to just get the bag. And then, you did transition to become an entrepreneur now. I won't get into that. But what, like, because that is what makes you who you are today. So
I mean,
what
at the time, what made the change was kind of me losing the opportunity to not go to the league. Where like I said,
and what happened? Like, why didn't you go to the league? Like, did you get injured or anything?
Nah, like I said, I didn't get injured. Like when I went out to Kansas, and like I said, I lost my scholarship. I came back 2 years later, and then I worked out with 2 NBA teams. The Memphis Grizzlies came down to work me out at Union Hill, like a closed session, me by myself type shit. Me and my cousin. My cousin was working out with me, and that didn't pan out or whatever. So ultimately, that led me. Like, after that, I got discouraged. Like, I was like, if I'm not going, I don't give a fuck about this shit. Like, I used to play just to play for money, be on the street, shit like that. But after that, I really didn't give a fuck. So, circumstantial-wise and mental-wise, I was in a state where I was like, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah, and the game it was a different time, too. And it was,
Oh, trust me, if there had been social media then, I'd have been long gone.
Right.
I'd have had the gram then, I'd have been lit a long time ago.
You would have been like, yo, I've been done this a long time ago. Actually, you see like the shit that be popping off and I'm like, what?
Man, shit be crazy.
Right.
I be seeing niggas that's making $100 million that I was like, I used to fucking bust this nigga ass. Like, well,
and
God had different plans.
Yeah, but your circumstances shouldn't determine your future. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. That's why I made the best of it,
and that's where that's why you are where you're at today.
I'm happy.
Which is getting to the bag, getting to the music, doing your own thing, running your own shit. You have a champagne company here going on. You have Gold Breez Champagne, everybody.
You heard?
It's actually very beautiful in person, guys. It's like very shiny.
It's very nice. 24 karat chips inside, and it tastes good.
It tastes good.
It's ain't that $30 shit.
Yo, don't be buying that cheap shit. Get with that Gold Breez.
You heard?
You feel me? So how did that come about? How did you come up with a champagne company?
I was actually partnered with another champagne company, and they kind of was slow dragging their feet, and the guy who produced video of that was the partner there, ended up branching off and doing his own thing. And that's how he ended up reaching out to me. He was like, yo, listen, I'll give you your own lane.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, your people is dragging their feet, and they wasn't giving no marketing money, no nothing and shit. So I was like, you give me my own bottle.
Yeah.
Let's run with it.
And when you're making, like, you have your own champagne brand, like, do you go to tastings and like taste different ones, or this is just like your team is like, all right, this is the one that's gonna be for you, or do you have like? Do you choose it?
I kind of make the final decision on it, but
yeah,
obviously I let people taste it and I get their opinion. So be like, if something needs to get changed, if they feel it's too bitter, too sweet, but for now, everybody has been okay with it. Nobody's complained. It's the taste is right in the middle, where it's like it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. But it ain't got that super bubbly champagne feeling.
Yeah, where can people buy it if they want to purchase it?
You could pre-order it for now.
Ooh, hit them up. Hit Breeze up, everybody.
Yeah, we ain't got the full website up yet. But
Another one.
Sales is booming on that pre-order. You feel me? Get on that list.
Get on that list.
That long list. And you also have the CEO of Breeze Company.
Yeah.
The clothing.
I got Breeze & Co. Apparel. That's my clothing line also, which I'm starting to revamp up now just because I was doing so much other stuff. But the first thing I'm launching is my line of leather jackets.
Leather jackets, yo, you bringing back the leather jackets?
Yeah, I got that old Pele Averex.
I was about to be like, yo, that Pele vibe.
It wasn't cold. It wasn't cold enough. I was gonna wear it today, but I was like, it wasn't that cold. But I got that. I got that dropping in the fall. I got them in black, orange, white, royal blue, red.
Are they unisex?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's lit.
Yeah, so I got that shit.
I'm definitely getting one. Like, yo, I love me a good leather jacket.
Them shits is fire.
Yo,
and them shits sit right.
What made you pick leather jackets though? That's
because
like
I said, like I'm always been a fanatic of Pele's and
a good
Averex
leather, yo, fire.
I stay with one of them shits in the wintertime, so and that's a typical tri-state feel. You know what I'm saying? So
it is.
I had to give him that vintage look.
And so leather jackets. Do you want to make anything else like besides like? Are you planning to make like like other things?
Oh no, I got other merch like sweaters with logos and shit like that. Like I got other stuff like that, but my main focus, which is taking like most of like the bulk of it, is that.
Are you thinking about adding fur to the hoodies?
Maybe upon request, maybe.
Maybe like a zipper one.
Maybe a zipper one with a hoodie.
That might be fire. Like I'd wear that. Just letting you know.
All right.
A little tip from a fashionista. All right. You have so much music, Breeze. Like, yo, honestly, it's actually incredible because you don't only rap, like you do Spanish music too. So tell us a little bit about that. Like, how come you're, because not every rapper does that. Not everybody experiments like with both. So what made you start rapping in Spanish too?
I actually rapped in Spanish for a while. I just never put it out. I just didn't feel the time was right to confuse the consumer of like giving them both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the lane just opened up now more so because it's more Spanish active.
Yeah.
So I got a whole English catalog, I was like, why not? Now let me start opening up this lane because now you getting in tune with the culture. You putting out fire music. So at the end of the day, they got no choice but to respect it and get with it.
Yeah. How do you feel? How do you feel about the quote unquote Latino market versus like the American or English market or whatever the mainstream?
As far as what?
Like support. Like, do you feel like I personally, my Spanish podcasts do better than my English ones. So do you feel like you get more traction with the Spanish music versus like the English? Or do you feel like it's even?
That's a crazy topic and subject that's like hot right now. But to me, I say obviously my English.
No, I genuinely want to know. I didn't even know that.
My English gets me more traction, obviously, because I've been making music in English most of my career.
Yeah.
But the fact that at the end of the day, I'm still a Latin-based artist, whether you want to look at it or not, I'm still gonna get that support from that side, which it's starting to grow even more now because I'm tapped in. So it's actually working out good for me.
No, you do have like you have a lot of views on YouTube, like you got mass streams and stuff like that. So tell us a little bit about like the work that you've put in for that. Like, what are some things that you like could give a tip to somebody that's like trying to come up? Like, what are some things that they could do to grow
stick the course. You gotta
grow their.
You gotta stick the course. You gotta stick it out. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna happen overnight. I got 13, 14 years doing this shit.
You gotta put in that work and generate them results.
Yeah, like I came from the bottom of the bottom where motherfuckers wouldn't even, the niggas that was rapping then wouldn't give me a motherfucking feature. And it wasn't because I was trash, because niggas used to look at me like, oh, this nigga's a ball player.
Yeah.
And now these the same niggas that's coming around asking me for shit. And I'm like, man,
do you
listen.
give them a feature now?
Nah, it ain't happening.
Even if they pay you top dollar?
Nah.
Word. That's what's up. It's about
every
the principle.
Feature, it's the principle. Every feature ain't a good feature at the end of the day also.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, just because you got the bread don't mean I'm going to give you a feature. It got to make sense.
It got to be the chemistry got to be there.
Yeah, it got to be exclusivity. They got to make sense. The record got to be, you know what I'm saying? It got to make sense.
What type of artist do you look for to work with?
It'd be a vibe at the end of the day. I don't have no specific like, oh, I want to work with this person. Like obviously you have a bucket list.
Yeah.
But to me, it just be the vibe. If the record snaps, it's gonna snap.
Yeah, that's true. Because it is about a vibe at the end of the day. But how is that process like for you? Like picking tracks. Like, is this something like as simple as you opening your email, or is this something that you sit down, you plan with your manager, or your management, or your team?
Nah, I've never
something like that.
I've never like actually been like, oh, I'm gonna plan to do this, that. Only for one project where we actually sat there, me and Global sat there and we built the record, the whole project from scratch. But other than that, it'd be more like I said, it'd be a vibe, like how I feel. I could just listen to a beat and I could write the record in 10 minutes. And there's records that I could hear it and it'll take me 3 weeks to finish it.
Yeah.
Just because I'll listen to it, I'll do a verse, leave it, come back, a week later do it again.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. Like my last project, like a lot of those songs I did in a matter of a day, and there was some certain songs, the songs that were more personal to me took longer.
Would you say that you write fast?
Yeah. Just because I know my cadence, and certain like even like I think I write faster in Spanish than what I do in English.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Just because Spanish is a little bit easier to put together.
Yeah, because
syllable wise.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just feel like Spanish music, essentially, some things sound better in Spanish.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it's like you could say the same thing in English, but it's not gonna dialect.
So I could do it in English.
The dialects sound the same. Right?
The dialect's not the same. I could do it in English. I could do it in Spanish, and I could do both of them together.
That's what's up.
But that's my niche where it's like it stands out.
The Spanglish.
Yeah.
You have a feature with Jim Jones recently too, right? Like 2 years ago. Yeah. You got a feature about the Money Match?
Yeah.
How was that? I saw that video. That video's dope.
Thank you.
How was it working with him?
Cool as shit. I mean, we have mutual friends and family members that actually put it together, because the record, the original Money Mitch, I already had done it months prior, the March before that, and I waited till after the summer to do the remix. And actually, what helped me out was the whole pandemic. I
was about to say that you dropped that like right after the pandemic.
Yeah, right after the pandemic. Yeah. I dropped that shit, and then I dropped the House Party record with Junior Reed. So that shit just gave me
that traction went
ahead.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's what's up. It looked like y'all had mad fun in that video too.
Yeah, that shit was fun as hell. It was everything was shut down. Everybody's running around.
Like
everybody's outside. Like, yeah, shit was
I was like, I saw the video. I'm like, yo, that shit look mad fun.
We shot that shit in the middle of the project in Harlem. Like, shit was fire.
And y'all recorded the record together, or he's like you sent it to him?
Nah, we actually.
Y'all was actually in the studio together.
I had the original record, but when he recorded it, I was there. We went to the day prior. They had set it up or whatever. So the next day we met up at Rock Nation, went over there, and we recorded the verse. He recorded his verse right there at the office, right in front of me.
That's what's up, yo.
And he didn't write it.
Straight off the dome?
Yeah, he just sat there for like 15 minutes. He sat on the couch and mumbled the shit, came back and recorded it. And it's probably the hottest drill record he popped.
So most of your music, I noticed that you use a lot of upper tempos. like you use a lot of up tempos to me, in my opinion. I don't know if I got that wrong, but like faster, like upbeat, right? How is that I see that that's like your sound, but how is that like selecting producer wise, like who to work with?
It'd be the sound, to be honest with you. I don't have a go-to like, oh, I want to work with this guy, I want to work with this guy. It'd just be the sound. I hear like a lot of producers that I've done songs for or off of their beats, I've taken 2-3 beats like back to back.
Yeah.
Like most of the sound, like even on my last project, like if you hear most of the sound, they correlate with each other.
Yeah.
So I line up my records a certain way when it's time to put the project together. So
yeah, I heard the Dreams Money Can't Buy.
Yeah.
Paparazzi, Tupac's, Adrenaline, Water.
Adrenaline is probably my favorite one.
Why?
I don't know. It's just different.
Different. That shit hit different.
Yeah, it hit different. Like, and paparazzi to me.
That is the hard. Yeah, that's the favorite. Look at Danny over there. Like,
paparazzi my shit. Like, I had fun making that one because I was doing it in a time where it's like it was a lot of motherfuckers talking.
They were chatting too much.
Yeah, it was niggas chatting too much. Niggas be in your face and they niggas just chatty patties.
Let's get into that a little bit. Like being in this in the spaces that we're in, and like, you know, especially you've been doing this for so long. How does that look for you? Like, I'm sure you're in a space now where you just ignore shit.
I mean, I've always ignored shit. As long as you don't say my name, we alright. I mean,
yeah.
But other than that, like I don't engage in that whole shit. Like niggas like talking too much. Talking behind the scenes and then be in your face smiling and shit. Like, I ain't with the whole shit. Like, if I don't like you, you're going to see it in my face.
Fact.
Another one.
Is the vibes never lie?
Not the vibes never lie. That's why I'm not around a lot of niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you see me with somebody, it's because I fuck with them. Other than that, like, if it's business, it's business. But other than that, I'm not too friendly.
Yeah.
Not that I got a fucked up attitude. I'm just not. If you friendly with everybody and everybody like you, there's a fucking problem.
That's weird.
Yeah, like
I feel like people need to go through something in life in order to kind of be around me. Like if you never really been through nothing and you kind of like just dawdling through life type shit, like and you're just like, I don't know. I just feel like that type of shit is dangerous. You feel me? Like you never really know people though.
I'm like a popular loner.
Me too. I say the same thing.
Yeah.
A popular loner. Do you enjoy solitude?
Yeah.
But you have a family, like you have daughters and stuff like that.
I mean, outside of that.
So you're like a girl dad, right?
Yeah,
you only have daughters or you have a son?
No, all girls.
All girls?
Yeah.
That's dope. How's that?
I like it. It's fun. I can't say I like it better than boys because I've never had a boy. So, but I'm saying like, I love the shit out of it.
Would you have more kids?
Probably not, but I think I would.
If you had to think about it, I think you would.
If I had to think about it, I'd take 2 boys.
He's like, I want that boy. He's like, I'm not a boy, but I want that boy.
Shop locked.
Yeah.
Shop locked.
Yo, why not? Fuck it. I mean, how's that like work-life balance for you? Like being a dad, being a parent, having daughters, and then also managing, you know, your business.
I get a lot of help. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna hold you.
It takes a village, right?
Yeah, it takes a village to take care of these girls. You know what I'm saying? And then my oldest daughter plays softball. The middle one, she just be all over the place. And then the baby, she's just wild with it. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it takes a village. I get a lot of help between their mother, their grandmother, their great grandmother, their cousins, and shit like that.
Very family oriented.
Yeah. So, like,
are you Dominican?
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, sure.
Where's your family from? Like, what part of DR?
What part of DR? We from anywhere from Jaina to San Cristobal, all the way that way. And then my daughter's mom's family is from like Santiago up that way and shit.
Okay. Nice. My family, my father's from San Juan de la Maguana, they call it.
Light skin, you were from on that side.
So then my mom is from a town called Bani.
Y'all that light skin, y'all from the other side.
What?
All the dark niggas, we down. All the dark niggas, we down south.
Listen, man.
We in la
DR is
capital,
DR.
Jaina, we all down that way.
Let's go. Let's get it. Los dominicanos son los dominicanos. Todos somos dominicanos. Nah, I'm kidding. But I wasn't born there. I was born here. Were you born there?
No, I was born here.
Yeah, me too.
I was raised there, but I was born there.
But people try to say like we're not real Dominicans and shit.
It's just because we grew up in a different, like in a New York culture. Like it's different than, like don't get me wrong. Like the same way my daughters is there every summer now. Like after school finishes, they there the whole summer. Like. That's how we grew up. Like after school finished, we out of here. We not staying here. But like you know what I'm saying? Like when our younger years, our parents used to send us over there. Mm-hmm. So that we still culturally in tune. It's just that we Americans at the end of the day.
That's how I feel because my parents used to send me to DR for a month this summer.
Yeah, summertime after school finishes.
Yeah. Yo, tú te vas para Santo Domingo. Ya yo estoy harta de tu vaina.
Yo estoy harta de tu vaina. Hit un break.
Te vas para allá con tu abuela.
Right? Yeah, what it go?
And yo, I'm talking about una casa de zinc, bro. Like a fucking house with hay on top.
Niggas don't know nothing about that shit. Niggas talk about
bro,
I
got a picture of the house. I will show you that shit.
Man, listen.
It's like a house made of like clay, you could say. And it's like clay and brick.
With a metal ceiling.
Yo,
niggas
and on top of the metal, there's hay.
Yeah, niggas don't understand the struggle.
And then, bro, you shower frozen cold water outside, and with a bucket and a little Tupperware of plastic.
Man, listen,
and then,
understand.
But wait, you know what I'm talking about? And then they got a little advance in the campo, and they got like the little side like house that they built, like a little room.
I used to go
that has
down.
A real shower in it.
I'm trying to tell you, I used to go down with my pops. Like my mom used to send me with my pops and shit, and I used to stay at my grandmother's house.
Yeah,
my father's grandmother, and that house is still there. My brother lives there now in that house, and that shit I used to sleep in the back room. Mosquitoes fucking niggas up.
Yo, the mosquitoes. Did you have a mosquitero?
That niggas wasn't having that shit. Yo, in my grandmother's house, I had one.
You died, Breeze. You died.
Nah, nigga, you don't understand. You was coming over here with lumps like you had measles and shit. Niggas like, yo, what's wrong with you? I'm like, yo, mosquitoes fucking niggas up. This ain't no New York mosquitoes. Else. Like, nah, them shits is like fucking finger long, matumbo finger. Nah.
No, them shits is something else, and the animals is something else, and like.
Nah. I live in the campo. Like, I got
my grandma's
horses, cows, goats, and all that shit behind my
house too.
Like my grandmother's house was so big, like land wise.
Oh no, she doesn't have a huge land.
We grabbed all the kids from the hood. And we fucking cut all the grass and made a fucking baseball field behind our crib.
What?
But since we was like the American niggas, like everybody used to come to our house and shit.
Like, yo,
niggas be wrestling on the front lawn. Like, shit was wild.
Y'all was lit.
Shit was fun, man.
Tell me no. Like, when you get off that plane, it's like different air. It's like different vibe. Like, you're
trying to tell you, man. Like, you getting off the plane to a cold one.
How long ago you went out there?
I was just there a couple months ago.
I haven't been there so long. Yesterday. I need to go.
My daughter just left last night. My youngest one just left last night.
Would you do a show in DR? Have you done a show in DR? Or would you do a show in DR?
This is what I'm building up to now. This is why I'm doing all this music, because when I go out there in the summertime, I got all the platforms set up to where I'm going to go do the interviews and shit like that, and then start busting off.
That's dope, because that opens up.
Yeah, that's why I'm not making too much noise on the, like, speaking on it, because I want to have my ducks in a row, have all these records done. So when I touch down, I'm like, all right, now I got everything that I have now to talk about, and then I still got this music that I'm able to display.
Right. That makes sense. Cause you're like, yo, I ain't gonna talk about it too much. I'm gonna just get shit done.
Nah, cause I don't want to be pump faking and then not have my ducks in a row. That's why
cause that takes a different type of planning. That's some other shit. And you're here, they're there.
But so I got people there that's already on the ground moving, because I was already there before, and I already did a record out there with a DJ. Right. So there's already people on the ground that I got that work for TV, work for different podcasts, niggas that's there, that's in tune with people that is in the means of communication.
6ix9ine's out there making fucking them bow songs with fucking the artists out there.
It's like that boy never left.
In DR, bro.
That's like that boy never left.
That should be crazy, yo.
But I'm saying, like, even with that shit like that, like, it's cool because I got people on the ground that's in tune with the people in media. So they're already pushing me as a person out and my backstory and all that shit. So when I get to these platforms, I got something to talk about. But then I still got the music. So when they be like, all right, you not just an American nigga, you actually a Dominican nigga.
Ahí está.
Ahí está.
Exactly. Say no more.
So now, like I said, like I kept my mouth shut for a long time, but I was like, I stayed in my lane until I started to merge out.
Yeah.
Because now both lanes are coming together.
That's smart though. That's so smart of you. Like, that's crazy. And I'm telling you, people are gonna follow suit for sure. Cause that is very smart. And it's like, why not? If you're bilingual and you're Dominican and you're from New York, why not bring both worlds together?
Exactly.
It just makes sense.
It just makes perfect sense, and it's gonna work.
Right. If given the opportunity, would you sign like a major deal?
Of course I would.
It's
a bigger platform.
Another one.
Why not, right?
You can't compare being independent to being under a major label, which is you're competing against the machine. You can't beat the machine.
Right.
And everything is now it's catered to in a sense where now you're not doing the work by yourself.
Right.
It's like independent, you're outsourcing everything. You control a lot of stuff, but wouldn't you feel better if you got people working for you and doing the shit that
makes sense, but I don't know. Record deals nowadays, I feel like if it makes sense, why not? The artist should
at this point, record deal wise, you don't need a fucking record deal.
Maybe like a distribution
succeed.
Deal.
Nah, I got that already. That shit don't do nothing for me. That's just a platform for me to put out records, and I still get 100% of my records. But at the end of the day, the marketing money and the push money is coming out of my pocket.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I mean,
but the record label would replace the coming out of your pocket
exactly
part, which that's the part that would
that's the part that makes sense.
But
you being an artist, you don't need a label at this point, because at the end of the day, if you got the money to back it up, why not? Or why would you go take a record deal when you could go to the bank and go take out $500,000, put that shit behind yourself, and you paying that money back every month?
Right. And the record deal has to make sense, because the thing is that a lot of rappers don't read the shit. They get
you crying about you want a fucked up deal. But you got what you negotiated for.
Instagram videos every day. They get put on a fucking private plane, and they fucking get sold some fucking bullshit. They sign some bullshit deal, and then they can't release music for 5 years.
Well,
and that's usually like what the fuck be happening.
A lot of these kids is thirsty. They ain't got no money. And it's not a bad thing. You never see money in your life, so they gonna offer you $50,000, and you gonna jump all over it, thinking that's some type of money, and that ain't shit. Mm-hmm. But you signed away your whole fucking artistry, and you're gonna have to fucking make records and try to be in the red, so you recoup from the.
I mean, we hear about it every day. People are in fucked up business deals, and then they're very good. They're very creative. They're great at what they do, but they're kind of like hindered because of these horrible contracts.
It's either two ways you look at the shit. Either you caught a bad deal and you worked your way out of it, or you gonna sit there and cry about it.
Right. I mean, I just feel like
it wasn't a bad deal because you took it at the time. You needed it.
Exactly. But then there has to be a way to get out of it. Like, you have artists like
work your way out of it.
There's people like for example, what's her Meg Thee Stallion. She was like in a deal with, I think it was Carl, her ex-manager, and then she went and signed with Rock Nation, I believe. But she got out of that. Like, she was stuck there, but she got out of it.
She forced her way out of that one,
but she got out of it.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, if you signed a deal, if you signed a deal that was in your favor at the time, then later on when the shit don't go your way, you crying about like, oh, the shit ain't.
That's the shit that I don't understand. The crying about it, the shit that like the blasting the labels, going on social media and doing all this extra shit.
That shit ain't gonna fucking work. You trying to make the crowd go against the machine, my nigga. At the end of the day, you needed it at that point. You signed it. Work your way out the shit.
Right. So. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If given the right circumstances,
I'm taking
why
that
not?
bag.
Why not? If they drop a bag, fuck it. And they give him the right.
I know the
paperwork.
work I'm capable of, so I'm not bitching about having to do the work and being outside.
You have an entertainment lawyer now?
Actually, I don't.
Checking on that update.
I need a new one.
You need to have an entertainment lawyer on retainer.
Yeah.
Period. Especially you going international with the shit. Yo, entertainment lawyers, hit my guy Breeze up. He got a job for you. You heard? Yo, so tell us a little about. All right, we got into you might be have great things coming outside of the country, but what's next for you, like music wise? Like, Do you have anything coming up? Do you want to give us any info of what you're working on, or anyone you're working with?
I just dropped the Arrebatado record, which is me and this kid Joan El Bandido, kid from Cuba. That record is spinning off heavy.
Yeah, Arrebato. Yeah,
that shit is just
we heard it here at the pod. We heard
it's just
it.
a record for niggas that get high, like and fucking bug out and shit. You just fucked up. I got that shit. And I'm actually working on a whole 10 joint Spanish project, which I'm building up now, and I'm about to start working on my regular music. So I'm thinking about having both of them done at the same time, trying to drop them the same day type shit.
Hey,
so
okay.
I got both lanes.
Like a double, like a 2-song.
Not so much like a double album, but more like I'm dropping 2 projects the same day.
Is it gonna be like 2 singles or 2 different projects?
No, 2 different projects.
What?
A whole English project and a whole Spanish project.
I can't imagine what your hard drive looks like. Probably got mad music, yo. You probably got like 5 albums just there.
Ask Books. His computer.
Books probably got like 1 million right here, just in the
computer
drive over here.
Stuck.
In the mighty files over here. Shout out to Books.
Another one.
Actually, Books.
Another one.
Didn't Books mix and master like a bunch of your music?
Majority
Another
of it.
one.
He mixed the money mix.
How's it working with this guy over here?
I mean, besides the fact he be dozing off sometimes, but he good money.
Another one.
How'd y'all meet?
We known each other since high school.
Oh shit!
I used to play ball with his brother.
Oh, going back. Damn,
yeah.
his brother.
Yeah, shout out to Future.
Damn. All right, so you got a Spanish project coming, you got an English project coming, you got shows coming. You also got an interview coming with Hot 97. You got something going on with Hot 97 coming?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
But,
I don't know. I saw a post on IG.
That's something that's getting worked on right now. I got a
that shit's out there already.
I got another show.
Let me tell you something. If you don't know, I'm telling you right now, there's a post on Instagram about it. So this is not insider.
Shout out DJ Spazzo. He been spinning my shit crazy.
That's what's up, yo.
I got another show that I'm about to co-host. Showtime TV. That's on.
Shout out to Showtime. He's actually coming on the show.
Well, yeah. I know crazy shit.
That's crazy. That's so coincidental.
I know Showtime since kindergarten.
Really?
Yeah. And I ain't seen the nigga in God knows how many years. And we was actually at an event, and he approached me. He was like, "Yo, I know your face from somewhere. I don't remember from where, but I know your face." I'm like, "Yo, if you don't know, nigga, I know less." And he actually pointed out, he's like, "Yo, you used to go to this school in the Bronx?" And I'm like, yeah. He was like, "And then you went to this school?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Nigga, we was in class from like kindergarten to the 4th grade." Mind you, I ain't lived in New York since I was like 8. And the nigga remembered the shit. And it's funny, it was like, you got a wild ass memory.
What part of New York you from?
From the Bronx.
The boogie down Bronx. Shout out to the Bronx.
I got dual citizenship, but I was raised in Jersey for the most part. After my parents split, we moved to Jersey since I was like 8, 9, and been here ever since. But all my family's still in New York.
Yeah, and you have that heavy New York presence to you, like
so like I don't. Niggas look at me like,
I feel you on that. I lived in Hudson County all my life, but my mom used to send me to Harlem or DR, Brooklyn in the summer, Christmas. Any chance she got to get me out the house,
she out of here.
I'm out. Even the weekends, I'll go to my cousin. Till this day lives in I think it's called Marble Hill Ave in the Bronx. Yeah. It's like by I don't remember.
All my family, like all my pop side of the family still in New York, and then my mom's side of the family for the most part live in Jersey. But I've lived in Unicity, West New York,
all of that.
I lived in all that shit.
Yeah, but everything's intertwined together, anyways.
Yeah. So everybody's like, "Oh, you in New York?" And I'm like, "No, I'm a Jersey nigga," because at the end of the day, I reside here and I was raised here, and most of my shit happened here. Where I'm from the Bronx, but I reside in New Jersey. I got Jersey tatted on my arm.
Y'all already know, man. I feel you on that. Where can everybody find you? Social media handles, all those handles.
Google me.
Google Breez
201.
Y'all got it.
And if you find somebody else under my shit, they lying.
Yo, look out for him. He had mad music coming out, Spanish and English. Different strokes for different folks. Everything, anything y'all ladies need.
Rap,
you got
R&B,
shit for the ladies. You got shit for the
bachata,
fellas.
whatever you want.
All of that. This man right here, entrepreneur, tap in with the champagne right here. It's actually very beautiful. Fellas, you could give it to your lady. You feel me?
You feel me?
Like, come on, give her something different.
This real lady
something
like
nice.
This shit, it tastes good.
You know?
It's bubbly and she gonna bubble it. They can get
they alone time with the champagne.
Bust it open.
With the gold flakes.
I'm about to shake it for you. She was going on.
Yo, y'all already know what time it is. Thank you for tuning into the Sabrosa podcast. We out.
Yep.